He made it sound so good. He was going to build this wall. He was even going to landscape it and plant some shrubs there so it would look nice.
Fast forward 2 years, and it is still a muddy mess with ripped tarp, sliding dirt, and tools scattered everywhere. A couple in West Mifflin reached out to KDKA Investigates for help after realizing the contractor hired for this job might never return.
KDKA consumer investigator Meghan Schiller joins us now with why this story is unfortunately common this time of year. Meghan.
Ken and Christine, as soon as spring comes around, everyone wants to get those home improvement jobs started. So now is the time to start your research and follow the tips we're about to share so you don't end up staring at a mud pit like that.
Yeah, I'm just afraid it's all going to come down in the rain.
Pam and Dennis Roofing just wanted a new wall, but now they're stuck with a mudslide, crooked rebar, and an MIA contractor's tools.
Yeah, it's a mess.
The couple hired Schiller Landscaping nearly 2 years ago for the $6,750 job. They say they ended up paying him more than half, $4,000, but the job is far from done.
He said his truck broke down, and then he had a fire in his trailer, and then just didn't see him.
KDKA Investigates called the company's owner and asked what's going on. He claims that he's dealt with some accidents and illness and would get back on track in the next couple weeks.
At the Better Business Bureau, construction services are the #1 most inquired about type of business by local people.
Caitlin Driscoll with the Better Business Bureau says 10% of all complaints received locally deal with home improvement.
These were identified as the 5th riskiest scam to people last year. The average loss per victim is about $1,800.
And the people most likely to get the runaround? People 65 and older. Driscoll wants everyone to take these steps before hiring anyone. Tip 1, do your research. And tip 2, verify registration.
The bare minimum legal requirement is for a contractor to register with the Bureau of Consumer Protection through the Attorney General's office if they do at least $5,000 worth of home improvement per year or $500 on any individual job.
Tip 3 is check the complaint history on the Better Business Bureau. And tip 4, don't always pick the first or lowest bid.
We recommend at least 3 bids or estimates from prospective contractors. Make sure they're based on the same building specifications, material, labor, time to complete that project.
Tip 5 is request proof of insurance.
That would cover property damage, personal liability, workers' compensation. And you have the right to actually request or ask for a current copy of that insurance certificate for your records.
And lastly, tip 6, never pay for an entire job in advance. Pay in thirds.
And the law actually states that for a contract that's more than $5,000, they cannot accept a deposit in excess of 1/3 of the contract price or 1/3 of that price plus the cost of any special order materials.
All tips the Roofings take to heart as they're left to simply hope the contractor finally shows.
I wouldn't give them as much money, and I guess I'd get references too.
I've always been leery about giving them a lot of money out, and I see now why I was.
Okay, so 2 other great tips that I really wanted to emphasize. Remember, here in PA, you have 3 days after signing a contract to change your mind. Use those 3 days to research and make sure the person you hired is legit. And also, my favorite tip in all of this is if 45 days pass since the work was to begin and there's no substantial work performed, you can legally request a refund in writing from that contractor. By law, they're required to fully refund any amount you've paid within 10 days. And if it's been 45 days and they haven't showed, hello, maybe it's not going to go very well for you.
Yeah, of course, contractor saying he's coming back, but that's not looking so good. So what if he doesn't show up again?
So, the next step, which a lot of people don't want to take, is legal action. And you would just file a police report. You'd go to your local magistrate. A lot of people have to go that route to try to recoup money before they can then go and take that money and hire a new contractor. So a lot of people, like this couple, they're stuck in the process.
They've been waiting how long?
2 years.
2 years.
Started as of this May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's tough. All right,
good
you,
info,
Meghan.
Yeah, good tips. And if you have a consumer problem you'd like Meghan to look into, just message her at investigators@kdka.com.